weak, hungry, abandoned, neglected, sick, poor, and almost homeless. This has been the life of Hawabu in the last 26 years, since she was dumped here at this witch's camp after she was alleged of being a witch. In these parts of the country, all it takes for one to be accused of being a witch is for somebody to raise issues against you. These issues could range from having a dream and seeing that alleged witch in the dream doing something against people. We all have dreams, don't we? Beyond that, there are also the instances where persons who may be indebted to these women who are alleged to be witches later find themselves unable to pay off their debts. Then they accuse these women of being witches. Then there is the other aspect where people die and people look around for suspects, people who they believe may be responsible for the deaths of such persons, mostly without any evidence against these women. They accuse them of being witches. And after you are accused of being a witch, you are sent to a shrine which has no scientific basis of establishing your crime or otherwise, and yet you are asked to be isolated. And that's how come persons like Hawabu here has been ostracized from the rest of society, and for the last 26 years she's been living in this dilapidated building, a building that leaks anytime it rains because it is made of thatch, and the building's foundation is being washed away gradually by rain. She hardly eats on a daily basis. As we speak, it's almost 3 p.m. and all that she has had is tea without milk. When she's lucky on a good day, her neighbors offer her some meals of beans that is not accompanied even with basic ingredients like gari. She is a mother to several children, yet since she's been abandoned here for the last 26 years, only one of her children has been here to visit her. And on that occasion, when that child visited, it wasn't to say hello to the mother, but to find out if she was living or dead. Now here is the bad news. The family has actually left their phone numbers that should she die, then they call to inform them of her death. We made an attempt to call her on the number she had left behind, yet as many times as we tried, the number was off. The number is 0240 0224. In addition to being neglected, many of the alleged witches, when they die, are not given befitting burials. They are literally thrown away, so to speak. Hawabu here says her greatest wish is to have a home to live in before she passes on to her maker. She says one of her greatest desires is to see her children again, and more especially be able to hold her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren in her arms, a feeling she hasn't had ever since she was dumped here 26 years ago. She's calling on the larger society to come not only to her aid, but to the aid of the several innocent women who, through some dubious cultural practices, have ended up in camps like these, treated like non-entities.